The day started like any other for Sarah Thompson. She woke up, had breakfast, and then headed out to run some errands. As she was walking down the busy city street, her phone buzzed in her pocket. Pulling it out, she saw an unusual notification: live streaming in progress. Confused, Sarah clicked on the notification, only to be met with a chilling sight. The screen displayed a dark, shadowy room with faint sounds of breathing in the background. Her heart raced as she realized that someone was live streaming from her phone, but she was not the one holding it. Panicked, Sarah started to look around, trying to spot anyone behaving suspiciously. She quickened her pace, the bustling crowd around her suddenly feeling ominous. Her mind raced with questions. Who could be doing this? How did they get access to her phone? And why her? As she turned a corner, a sudden glint caught her eye. A figure in a hooded jacket was walking a few paces ahead, their posture tense. Sarah's instincts kicked in, and she decided to follow the mysterious figure, determined to get to the bottom of this eerie situation. The figure led her through winding alleys and deserted streets, the city sounds fading into the background. Sarah's heart pounded in her chest as she kept her distance, careful not to alert them of her presence. Finally, the figure stopped in front of an old, dilapidated building and disappeared inside. Sarah hesitated for a moment, her mind filled with a flurry of doubts and fears. But her curiosity and determination won over, and she cautiously entered the building, her footsteps echoing in the empty hallway. The air inside was musty and cold, sending shivers down Sarah's spine. She navigated through the dimly lit corridors, her phone still live streaming the mysterious room. With each step, the breathing sounds from the stream seemed to grow louder, filling the silence with an unsettling presence. Finally, Sarah reached a half-open door, through which a faint light flickered. Peeking inside, her breath caught in her throat as she saw a figure hunched over a phone, their face obscured by the shadows. "Who are you?" Sarah's voice trembled as she stepped into the room, her heart racing with a mix of fear and curiosity. The figure didn't respond, their focus fixed on the phone in front of them. Sarah's eyes widened as she saw the room on the screen mirrored in front of her, the dark, shadowy corners, the eerie breathing sounds. "What are you doing?" Sarah's voice grew more insistent, her grip on her phone tightening. Slowly, the figure turned towards her, their eyes cold and calculating. In that moment, Sarah realized the truth. The figure was a stranger, a mere reflection of her own fears and insecurities. "You cannot escape your own darkness," the figure spoke in a chillingly familiar voice, sending a shiver down Sarah's spine. With a sudden clarity, Sarah understood. The live streaming was not an external threat, but a manifestation of her inner turmoil, a reminder of the fears she had been avoiding. As she looked into the figure's eyes, she saw her own reflection, a reflection of her own doubts, anxieties, and the shadows lurking within her. With a deep breath, Sarah faced her inner demons head-on, ready to confront and overcome them. And just like that, the live streaming stopped, the room on her phone's screen fading into darkness. Sarah stood there, the weight of her fears lifting off her shoulders, a newfound sense of strength and resolve filling her heart. As she walked out of the building, the city's sounds seemed different, the world around her brighter and clearer. The mystery of the live streaming was solved, not by catching an external culprit, but by facing the darkness within herself. From that day on, Sarah carried her phone with confidence, knowing that she had defeated the shadows that once haunted her. And as she looked ahead, the future seemed full of possibilities, untainted by fear and doubt. Sarah Thompson had emerged from the darkness stronger, braver, and more alive than ever before, ready to embrace whatever mysteries life had in store for her.